Welcome back to LA Does. And in today's video, we have a package. Specifically in this package is an iPhone 11 that I got off on eBay for a great price. This is exactly how it arrived on my doorstep today. Oops. And yeah, it's a little bit rough, but it should be okay, you know? I hope. Let's open it up. Guess we don't have to deal with any tape. That's good, at least. There it is. Let's get rid of that. There it is. Nice weight. Never had an iPhone 11, but we'll see about this. And it's exactly what I thought it was going to look like. It's got some nice tape on it, but we can take that off later. The back is kind of shattered, but I don't care about that. Front seems to be in very, very good condition. Let's power it on. Let's give it a little juice. Alright, it is indeed alive, but with a dead battery. So we'll let this charge up for the next few minutes while I clean it. Alright, there it is. Sorry I missed the boot up. It just made the sound and turned on. So, let's set it up. Looks to be completely factory white. Better not have a iCloud account. Do it normal. Alright, this is the part that it better not be locked. Alright, no activation lock. We are through, and this is now my iPhone. Perfect. Terms and conditions. Of course, the second I set it down, it comes back up to the new thing. I'm good. This is my new iPhone. Set up eSIM. I'm good.
Apple Pay, I wish I had a credit card. Or not. No, the loading works. Siri, we'll set that up later.
It's taking a minute. Alright. We're at the welcome screen. This is going to be my first time using an iPhone 11. Let's see how it goes. Wow, nice. Did we really need a pop-up right now? This does look really nice. We'll have to see how this compares to the iPhone 12 on iOS 26. It does seem to be very fluid. I don't see any apparent lag yet. We'll have to see, but it does look good here. Let's see the cameras. I saw a little lag there. It turned into a little weird icon. Okay. Alright, camera, not bad. Ultra wide. 5x telephoto zoom. So it's pretty good on iOS 26. Let's open the camera. Pretty good, pretty good. Ultra wide. Not bad at all. Do some zoom. Only 5 times zoom, but I mean, same as iPhone 12, so not too bad. And see how good it really is. Let's do a little audio test. Here's some speaker test at half volume. The iPhone does appear to be in good cosmetic condition. It does have a few nicks and scratches and it is a little bit dirty, but that's fine. I did manage to clear up a lot of storage on this thing, which was deleting half of iOS, which was a lot of apps that I did not need. So let's see the storage now. Right there. We're using 16 gigs of 64, which does not seem that bad. Biggest apps are Find My and Safari, which none of them are really up to a gigabyte. All of the apps total. iOS is 12.5 gigs, and system data is about 4 gigs. So overall, this thing does not seem that bad. Only being used 16 gigs out of 64 seems fine for a normal person who just wants to have a camera and some TikTok. I don't know, whatever people do. Seems fine for me. The only thing I'd have to worry about is maybe not having software updates, but security should be fine for a few years. But would I recommend this phone in the big 26 is kind of. What do you need it for? That's my question for you. Do you need it for multitasking? Are you young? Are you old? It all depends and matters. Like, how are you going to use the phone? How often do you plan on using the phone? What do you plan on using it for? It's just these kind of things that, need to be said when you're buying a phone. Because you can't just throw $100 out there and be like, oh, well, I want this one now. But it seems to be good for an average user. I still see plenty of people with even iPhone 8s, 10s, 11s, lots of 11s and 12s. Never really see any 10Ss though. It's kind of weird. But I do see a lot of XRs, and if people can still live with XRs, they can definitely live with an 11. So, this has been an LA Does video. I hope you enjoyed, and see you in the next one.